imagine on this first multi-summon we get a 5-star. Imagine, wouldn't that be hype? That'd be hype, wouldn't it? What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. I'm LotusAsakura, the one who never knows best, and in today's video, bring you guys some more Persona 5 the Phantom X. You already know the vibes. Brand new character released today, which means we gotta go ahead, open up the contracts, and do some pulls today, because we have none other than the blossoms of the sea breeze herself, Beach Flower Minami. Now, I'm gonna be honest. Initially, this was a character that I was considered skipping, not because I don't like Minami. I do. She's pretty nice. She's a character that I still use to this day in different game modes and whatnot, especially in, like, you know, Astrolab. She always gets her use. I finally finished. I actually finally recently finished my what are they called? The Velvet Trials. So she got some burn in there. You know, just every so often in like in a SOS or something like that, she still tends to pop up, because just having a comfy healer like her is usually pretty solid. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she's obviously gotten, you know, surpassed by some other healers in the game at this point, but you know, considering how much I've got her built up and the awarenesses that I have on her, she's still pretty useful. And not only that, but I like her design, I like her synergy. She's a cool character, you know what I'm saying? Been doing her synergy as of late. Where do we actually have her at real quick? You know, I gotta get all my yaps out the way. We're currently at level 12, you know what I'm saying? We're nearly done with all the synergies in the game, I ain't gonna lie. We got all the night ones at 20, and we only got, what, 4 more left to max out with Minami, Ki, Shun, and Cherish, who I've kind of neglected, I ain't gonna lie, but it is what it is. But anyway, that's not what y'all here for. Y'all are here for the pools. So this is a character that I was considering skipping over before I knew just how broken she was, and it's like, see, now I feel like she's kind of a must pull, and any person who is knowledgeable in this game will tell you that she is in fact a must pull. But Puppet, I definitely will be skipping over. The next character that's releasing after Minami is going to be Summer Puppet, and she's going to be an ice AoE DPS, I believe. But I have already made up my mind that I'm just going to stick with my Yusuke. Obviously right now Yusuke is not one of the most powerful characters in the game, but he will eventually get his Mindscape unlocked here, and that'll make him a lot more powerful. I do have him A0 R0, so I do have his weapon. But the other thing as well is that if we scroll somewhere in here, I've still got all my Thief's Cognitite shards as well as stuff like this, so I could, you know, juice him up a lot more and make him competitive and viable and whatnot. And honestly, I like him more than I like Puppet anyway, so I think that's just gonna be my plan. So that's gonna help me save some jewels and some currency moving forward, because again, so many characters, so many pulls, so little jewels to go around. And then after Puppet we have Barry, and then I think it's Katayama after that. So it's like, I want 3 out of the next 4 characters, so it's like, you know what I'm saying, you gotta do what you gotta do. But yeah, so I already yapped long enough. Let's just go ahead and get straight into it, right? You'll notice actually that I am missing a bunch of jewels and crystals and stuff. We'll talk about that later, because your boy might have done some pulls off camera that you guys didn't see. We'll talk about some account update stuff as we get into it. But let's just go ahead and jump into it. This is a character that I don't want to risk losing a 50-50 on. We're going targeted 110 banner, you know what I'm saying? I've played these games before, and losing that 50-50, it ain't right. It ain't right what they be doing to your boy, man. I didn't even really pay attention. Who are the 4 stars? Like Luffy, apparently. Wait, am I tripping, or are there no featured 4 stars on this? Is this the first time I've seen a banner where it's like there aren't featured? What? It doesn't really matter. Like, I'm looking into it like as if I actually care, because I really don't. You know, I have every 4 star in the game maxed out anyway, and they very rarely add any new 4 stars. So at the end of the day, who honestly cares whether there's a featured one or not? I guess you do care if you're somebody who's free to play or newer to the game. I obviously have the luxury of having every character maxed out. I know it's not the case for everybody, but I would imagine even if you are free to play, most of you probably have every 4 star, and most of you probably have them all maxed out as well. So yeah, you see that we do have more than enough jewels, crystals, tickets, and whatnot to guarantee get a copy of Minami. I do also want her weapon as well. So we're probably gonna have to dip into the Violet Cognigem Fund, which is increasing throughout this video, and then will quickly decrease. But if we go ahead and take a look at that, whoa, triple 4 star, okay, you know what I'm saying, run it up for the Violet Cognigems. That just added a nice little pretty penny to it. You can see we got over 1,000, so we got over 10,000 metajoules we can pull from if we need to dip into that, which we probably will. And if not in this video, in a video in the very near future, because again, a lot of characters coming soon that your boy do want to go ahead and get his hands on. I really don't know when I'm gonna be able to start skipping characters again, truth be told. I gotta think. Thing that sucks is that I think I'm gonna, I don't know, like in my head, see, there's also characters like I skipped over that I do want. Well, I guess the only one that like I skipped over that like I'm really like particularly what am I saying? Oh, we got our extra reward. Let's go ahead and grab that. Right. Still no Howler. Is Howler coming with the next banner? Howler might be coming to standard with the next banner, but I don't think I have a ton of gold tickets still saved up, which I'll show you guys here in a moment. Yeah, we got nothing. Oh, we got nothing. I have a ton of gold tickets saved up, and I think I mentioned it before, but I just really don't feel much incentive to pull on this banner because I have every standard 5-star. My On is maxed out. My Rin is maxed out. Minami's A4. Joker, Morgana is like A3 or 4. My Ryuji, I think, is A5. It just doesn't feel like it's worth it to spend the tickets right now. So for me, I've been waiting at least until Howler gets added because I think that's when I'll at least have some incentive because I don't have Howler. I skipped over her initially. So when she gets added, there's some incentive there. But I just might keep hoarding these all the way until Turbo releases. Or it's funny, I say releases, but she's getting a rerun soon. But until Turbo gets added to standard, which I guess is still a couple months away. But that'll be when I feel like I have a reason to actually blow through a bunch of these. So by that point, I might have 600 of these things sitting there. But yeah, I might chase some Turbo copies. And probably end up maxing out a bunch of other characters along the way, because you know what I'm saying. But I think that'll make for a fun little streaming video of itself, me just spending 600 gold tickets, just seeing what we can get. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I feel like it'd be fun. Anyway, 55 deep, still no Minami. I'm fully expecting and prepared to go all the way to 110. I have been decently lucky here or there getting an early 5-star even on the 110 banner, so I can't complain too much. One thing that I still have not gotten to this day in this game, and frankly, I don't know if like any of the previous gacha games I've played, I've really gotten this. I haven't gotten a double 5-star, man. I played my fair share of gachas, I played Naruto Blazing back in the day when that was a thing. I tried out Dragon Ball Z Legends and Dokkan Battle. Wasn't really a big fan of either one of those. Played a lot of Genshin Impact, played a lot of Honkai Star Rail, played a lot of Pokemon Pocket. So I got a decent little resume under my belt. Whether or not that's something that you want to take pride in is up for debate. The answer is probably not. And now obviously I play a lot of P5X. I think we're creeping up on like 1,000 hours of me playing this game now. And yeah, it's I don't have a problem. I can stop whenever I want. You know what I'm saying? But this game is probably the most fun I've had with any gacha. And granted, I've enjoyed all the ones that I've really played except for the Dragon Ball ones, to be honest. Those were just never really my cup of tea. Yo, low-key, I miss Naruto Blazing, man. That game, it deserved better. It deserved better. That was the best gacha game out at the time to me. It was the most fun. It was I miss that one. I miss that one a lot. And I was free to play in that one, and I still had a crazy account. I grinded in that game every day. I had almost every unit. I had all the free-to-play units. It was good times, bro. Take me back. Take me back. Anyway, 85 out of 110. Still no dice with the Minami. We're probably gonna have to dip into our platinum millicoins or into our cosmic gems to get the weapon. I was hoping to be able to save just a little teensy tiny bit here on the Minami, but it don't look like it's going. It don't look like that's gonna shape up that way. All right. All right. The other thing as well, I'm probably not going to, but one of my favorite characters in this game is Rico. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Tanamura, you feel me? And she's got her summer outfit added. Back to back Vino. She got her summer outfit added, and I want it. Like I really it's in the shop. I want to say other. Yeah, As you can see, I haven't bought any of the costumes and sets except for, it was Chinese New Year Wonder, because that was the coolest one to me. I kind of want the beachwear one, but I never bothered grabbing it. I kind of want that Summer Rico set. I ain't gonna lie, but I'm gonna have some self-control and not grab it, because the jewels are just too precious right now. Anyway, enough procrastinating. Let's go ahead and get in there. I could low-key do this one at a time, not only to drag this video out, even more just to make you, granted, I guess if you cared that much, you would just hit the arrow key a couple of times. You like how I'm stalling? I could do this one at a time just to save the jewels, but I'd be whatever, because it just rolls over to the next banner anyway, so who cares? Sparkle. There we go. Let's see if we can get a nice star here for Minami. Not my best, not my worst. Yeah, we know. Oh, surprise, rainbows. Suzaku, Sudama, unlocking, Bighorn. Welcome home, beach flower Minami. I like this art. I like this art a lot. It's very comfy and it's warm. I like that. What else are we getting here? We got Mont. Still don't have Froscale Katone, man. I really wanted her. You guys saw in my last video, let me go ahead and get my screenshot. In my last P5X video that I, you know, we had the, we had a selector. I forget exactly what it's called, but we had like a character selector and you could have picked Froscale Katone from it. And I really wanted to, but my favorite character in this game is Ayaka, you know what I'm saying? I had to make sure I got my A6 R6 cord, so it is what it is. One day Froscale Katone may get added to the collection. Or I don't know, like, because by the time, like, will it ever be worth it? Like, I don't know. Also, I remember I started a train of thought earlier. I don't know if I ever actually finished that train of thought. I was like fumbling over my words and I stopped, and I think my ADHD brain got distracted and I went on a different tangent. I was mentioning earlier that there are characters that I've skipped over that are gonna have reruns eventually that I want to get. The only character that really applies to, I mean, Katone's already had her, I've already had my chance with her. Howler's gonna get added to standard. The only character that I'm missing right now that I actually care about, like that to try to pull on a rerun is Yukari. Actually, that was the character that I was mentioning earlier. It hurt to skip over her, but again, business decisions needed to be made. So here's the thing, right? Before we actually get into like leveling her up and talking about the account and everything like that, we need to scroll back over here, because I mentioned before that you guys will notice that I probably had a lot less currency than you were expecting if you pay attention to that kind of thing at all, if y'all was pocket watching going into this video, because I had a lot after Miku, and obviously, you know, got a lot more from the events and login bonuses and everything like that. So where did it go? What did I spend on? Did I pull on one of the super rerun banners? Did I pull on one of the random reruns? Did I get copies of somebody's weapon? Well, if you're astute or keen-eyed, you'll notice that there was a character that was not grayed out there at the end that I previously had skipped over and was missing. Let me just go ahead and claim the jewels real quick. You know, I caved. I love Matoy. For one, she's, hey girl, how you doing? She's very beautiful. She's very pretty, but also I love Chinese New Year Rin. This character was somebody that I was excited about. I love her gameplay. I love her design. I like everything about this character. Rin was my original favorite character in the game when I first, you know, downloaded and installed P5X. She was a character that I was immediately drawn toward. Then Ayaka released, and I was like, hold up, this really the true one for me. But I still got a soft spot for Rin. You know what I'm saying? And so having a new version of her that was, you know, very strong and, you know, relevant. Yeah, I would love a DPS Rin, you know what I'm saying? I still use this one when I can, you know what I'm saying? I still be sneaking her onto the Yusuke teams and using Yusuke when I can. But anyway, yeah, so I pulled this character, but I didn't have the proper supports for it because I skipped over Howler and Matoy. And then I, you know, again, business decisions need to be made. But I low-key regretted skipping over Matoy, but I regretted it even more because I was like, well, why did I pull the DPS and don't have the proper team for her? And then beyond that, I did Matoy Synergy. I'm like, damn, now I regret not pulling her even more. So, you know, I had my opportunity. They did her rerun banner. I couldn't resist. I had to go all the way to 110. It is what it is. So that was a big sink. That, you know, we used to call those trap banners in some previous games that I played where they do a rerun. It's like, hey, save your jewels. There's better stuff coming. You don't want to do that. And sure enough, obviously you get the most pull character that is Minami following this rerun. But look, I wanted her. It's my account, it's my money, and I need it now type. Now, here's the thing, okay? Once I did that first multi-summon on the banner, I was like, all right, well, we're in now. So we're going all the way. I got my toy. I don't regret that. You know what I'm saying? My wallet might regret it, and my virtual wallet in game might regret it, but I don't, okay? I'm satisfied with that. I've already been using Ren as a team and everything, and it feels so much better having my toy as a team. Love it. Actually, very happy with this. The thing is, after I pulled the character, I was like, okay, I don't want to go crazy for the weapon, but obviously having the weapon would be very nice. I do want the weapon. So I was like, what if I just do one singular multi-summon on the weapon banner? One singular multi-summon on the weapon banner and just see what happens. Like what if, you know, on some what if type shit, what if I get lucky and get a 5-star? And wouldn't you know it, I did one multi-summon, no pity, on the weapon banner, and I got the 5-star weapon. But not for my toy. No, I got Phoebe's weapon after all this time. Who's a cool character, you know, I liked her synergy a lot. She's also very gorgeous. She's very, you know, viable still. I mean, she's obviously outclassed at this point by characters like Futaba, and then even Futaba you could argue is outclassed by, you know, Miku and whatnot and Ange, but yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I almost never use Phoebe anymore outside of like Astrolab. I feel like it is what it is. Would have loved to have this weapon several months ago. Don't really have much use for it now, but what this does mean is that we are on the guarantee. So we are guaranteed to get not this banner, we are guaranteed to get Minami's weapon, which is a very pretty, I don't know about you guys, but I get Beauty and the Beast vibes from this. It kind of reminds me, I don't know why, it reminds me of the rose in the glass case from Beauty and the Beast. Anyway, 6 out of 70. We've got 13 coins out the gate. Imagine on this first multi-summon we get a 5-star. Imagine, wouldn't that be hype? That'd be hype, wouldn't it? Any believers? Oh my God. What? Nah, this is crazy. This is crazy. This is not only crazy because what I just said and like hyping it up, but like also this means that I just got back-to-back 5-stars on weapon banner. Because like I said, I haven't summoned on the weapon banner since Montoy. Montoy was out. I did one singular summon on the multi-banner, like on some what if type shit, just like hee hee ha ha hoo hoo, imagine. And then I got a 5-star, lost to 50-50. I just got another 5-star in my second consecutive multi on the, what? No way. I cannot believe this. Shout out to the big man upstairs. I owe you one, Playboy. Oh my goodness. Off the one multi to 10 platinum millicoins. Nah, son. That's crazy. That one multi-summon, bro? Oh my God, I thought for sure I was gonna have to spend some Skrilla. Wow. Wow. Hey. Hey, man. Save, man. Okay, cool. I get to keep saving now. I thought for sure I was about to have to dip into the Violet Cognitive Gems. I get to hold on to those. And then, like I said, I'm skipping Summer Minami. So oh, thank goodness gracious, bro. So I got almost 5,000 jewels. I still got a few coins. We all had the tickets, obviously, but I still got like over 10,000 jewels from Violet Cognitive Gems. We gonna be straight between, you know, collecting all the stuff from this content cycle and then skipping over Summer Puppet. I'm gonna be more than prepared for Barry when Barry releases. But will I still be ready? Will I be ready to go back to back with Barry and then Blitz? That's the real question. I don't know. But we cross that bridge when we come to it. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Hell yeah. Let's stop. All right, Minami, let's go ahead and get it, baby girl. It was meant to be. It was meant to be. I just gotta work at it like a crack at it. A rehab. Y'all know about it, you too young. Anyway, we still have materials for days. Like I can't tell you the last time I farmed for materials. It's just from like, once you get ahead, it feels like you're just, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I've had over 10 million Konpaku gems. So I don't know how. Now I'm about to be under 10 million, but oh no, I don't have 10 plus million. I'm about to be at like 8 or 9 million or whatever, but it'll be straight. You know what I'm saying? Bro, how many did that say? Almost 6,000 gold parts, bro. This is crazy. But yeah, between just like, you know, clearing out events, collecting rewards, exchange shops, all this other stuff is just like, yeah, I just never run out of like materials now. And we go to training. Yeah, just, you know what I'm saying? And then doing the tasks every day. It's great. It's great, man. Which means it means that I always get to spend my stamina like wherever I want. So usually there's not like like I farm for cards and stuff, obviously, like when a new character's coming up. But then even then, like you always like even probably right now, I'm sitting on a bunch of, I did just use a bunch of these recently though. Yeah, some revelations. I had like 300 plus, I ain't gonna lie, but I burned through like a lot of them to get a card set for Barry. We just had a cycle of fate just happened, and I used my 2 spots, like my 2 cards for to craft a set for Barry. And then you know, sorry, I lost my train of thought. Cycle of fate happened. I crafted 2 cards there, and then I burned a bunch of like of my selectors or whatever to try to find cards that way, and then I spent some stamina or whatever. The point I was trying to make is that I never really have to farm for, you know, level up materials for, you know, weapons or characters. And so you kind of just get to spend your stamina on whatever. And there's typically like an event going on with like an exchange shop, so I'll usually clear that out. I don't know about you guys. You guys let me know what you do. I feel like the main thing I spend my stamina on, where there's kind of like nothing else special going on, if it's not a card set for an upcoming character, I think like my default thing is like, you know, I do the what am I looking for? Yeah, you know, you knock these out, you know what I'm saying? You do 2 of these, but repression medals and what are these, the Stardust bells, I think they're called, right? Yeah, Stardust bells. I usually just like, because you can never have too many of those, because it takes a lot of those to like max out a character's mindscape. So that's kind of like my default thing. What about you guys? You guys have something in specific you spend your stamina on when there's like nothing you know, urgent to farm for? Yeah, repression medals and then Stardust spells, those are usually like my go-to, because I never need aromas or gears or incense. Lord knows I definitely don't ever fucking need cubes. I got more cubes than I will ever possibly need. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you the last time I farmed personas, and you really don't need to now because of like the QOL that they've added to the game at this point, right? So anyway, back to Minami real quick. So I know that she wants basically just trust and prosperity, right? Lord knows I got a ton of those. Let's go ahead and level up the personas, because you know what I actually don't have a ton of though, and you can't just like go farm those with stamina, is everlasting incense. I think I've got a few on me, but I probably don't actually have enough to max her out, because I ain't gonna lie, I could have had enough to max her out, but I spent a decent handful of them on Montoy, because you know what I'm saying, she deserves it. Cause girl, you earned it. Girl, you earned it. Hold on, let me get to level 8. How many incense do I actually have on deck? I only got 5. I'm gonna have to double check and see real quick which skills are the most pertinent to max out, because I cannot max out everything right now. I have to go ahead and pull up the old trusty handy dandy Lufel.net real quick, which I usually get ahead of, but didn't go ahead and take a little looky-see at that. Usually I've done some research beforehand, but I'm gonna be honest, I ain't done my due diligence. I haven't done my proper homework the way that I normally do beforehand. Let me just go ahead and just tab over real quick. Y'all don't mind your boy. So we got Summer Minami. So I know she wants trust and prosperity. I guess you could also use creation, reconciliation, and then harmony and power, but I'm probably just gonna use trust and prosperity because I have a ton of prosperity cards already. And as far as skill priority goes, well, technically she needs all of her skills, so you kind of want them all maxed out. I mean, we gonna go, I feel like 2 and 3 are probably the most important if I had to guess, just since they are the actual buffs. She is a support character, right? So let's just go ahead and cash out on these. And then I'm gonna hold on to that last incense just for the sole purpose of not feeling like I have none of them. You know what I'm saying? All right, so revelations. Let's go ahead and get in here. I did not like. So for Barry, I've already actually got like a preset. Don't pay attention to my presets. But for Barry, I've already got my perseverance and sorrow preset for her. But I did not go ahead and develop one for Minami yet. So we're just gonna go ahead and make this up on the fly. So let's see what we got in the ways of Can I back up real quick? In the way of trust cards. So obviously she wants HP as her biggest priority. So let's just see what we got. Obviously they're all gonna be, whoops, that. We could steal one. Hold on, are these any good for her? So she wants HP mainly and crit multi. Let me see, any of these got crit multi on them? Yes, Motaha definitely don't need that more than Minami needs it. And then do any of these got crit rate as well? Hey yo, Motaha, I ain't gonna lie, shorty, you gonna have to come up flat HP instead of HP percent. But you know what? Hand that over, shorty. We need that. We need that. All right. Next up, we need prosperity. Which prosperity? 163, but these are like all oranges. So I know I gotta have. And the thing is, as well as you just seen, I'm willing to steal from my other characters as well. So crit rate and crit multi are gonna be our biggest prios. Hey, Playboy, you don't need this more than she needs. You don't need this more than she needs. And then for the moon, we want HP main stat. Are any of these HP main stat? Shun. HP recovery. This went to Pierce. No BAP. I'm okay with stealing this from Shun because I do use him sometimes, but I hardly use him anyway. We can give him another card and he'll be all right. It looks like from what we have right now, that's going to be our best bet for her. And then we want a crit multi-star, which it doesn't look like I actually have. We do. Okay, so we want crit multi. We got HP substat. We got crit rate substat. We do. With attack. It's flat HP though. It's the only one that we have that has crit rate. So what about, do we have one that has like damage multi and let's see, defense, pierce, attack, recovery, HP percent, and damage. This low key might be better than getting the crit rate one. We're gonna go with this one for now. Then for the sky card, we want HP. So let's go. We've only got 2 of these. I've only got 2 of these? It's simply no way. I low-key might have to do some farming. I thought I would have a lot more cards than this already in the tuck for her, but I guess not. Oh, we had damage multi on the check. That's why. Damage multi is not top prio. Okay, so sky card, HP, speed, crit rate, defense element, attack element. We actually don't have like an elite card for her. I could steal this from Shun again. Hey Shun, come up off that, my boy. Come up off that, my boy. Sorry, homie. Sorry, homie. All right, did we take the Gucci? So where are we lacking? Not enough crit multi. Oh, you know what else we can do? Oh, I feel like only 95 with A0R0 and that card set. I feel like we slacking. Mindscape, we go ahead and jump into this. I should have enough. 13,000. I actually don't know how much it takes off the top of my head to fully go around the old circle here, but it should be enough. We should be Gucci. All right, yeah, we good. So we're lacking in crit multi. Does anything in her mindscape give a crit multi? HP, increase HP, crit multi. Yes, it does. go ahead and let you get that maxed out, shorty. 99. We are over our threshold though, so that's good. We also didn't max out a persona skill, so that's also holding us back a tiny little bit. And as far as this goes, I mean, sure, you could have it all right now. Like I said, that's the main thing I'd be farming anyway. So, I don't think we need an increase in the HP right now. I mean, obviously, eventually I'm gonna max out all of this, but for the moment, we're just gonna go ahead and just kind of willy-nilly just throw some stuff in there just to get her over the hundo, And yeah, I mean, the card set could definitely be better, but it could be a lot worse. I'm not gonna lie, I felt like I farmed so many prosperity cards back in the day that like I just thought I would just have more than enough. But we've also got like plenty of coffee and stuff, and like I said, if I'm skipping over puppet as well, so I can just go ahead and like burn stamina on that. What am I looking for? Why did I open this up? Oh, I was gonna show, yeah, how much coffee I got, like 84 coffee, 64 coffee candies. Yeah, we'll be Gucci. Oh, let's find our let's see what we got from the guarantee. You know what? I'm not mad at Cherish copies. I lost a 50-50 to whose weapon? Was it Miku's? I think it was Miku's weapon. Somebody's weapon. We lost the 50-50, and we got Cherish's weapon. And I think, did we get Cherish as our guaranteed 5-star last time as well? That's also 30 more Violet Cotton Gems. Our Cherish is getting stronger and stronger, which is fine by me, because while I won't say he's one of my favorite characters, like I said, Yusuke is going to be very relevant again in the future, and obviously he is Yusuke's best friend in this game. So, you know, A2 Cherish, I'll take that. Not too mad at that. Not too mad at that at all. Cherish gets up to 106. I don't think I've worked on his Mindscape much, have I? Oh, I did. Actually, a lot more than I thought. He's looking better and better. He's looking better and better. Not mad at that. Still sitting on this 5-star Cognitite case. I would imagine this one would get updated though, right? Like when Howler gets added to standard, she would get added to this. I'm waiting to see on that. And then this half Annie ticket. I don't know why I'm still sitting on this. You know why I'm still sitting on this? It's because that like I'm afraid like if I use it on, well, I guess what I should do is use it on like Hardenas, since she's like the lowest awareness, because like I use it on like Ryuji, who's like A5 right now, I think, right? And then my very next like standard pool or like, you know, guaranteed 5-star ticket like we just used for Cherish is Ryuji. Where's my Ryuji at? Hey, he's A5. I was like, oh, if I just max him out, because I ain't gonna lie, low key I want the, you know, these little masks, these badges that you get for maxing out the character. Also, let me get rid of this real quick. Change avatar. Let me go ahead. Just, yeah. Also, I switched it up from the Ayaka just for a little one. But you know what? I ain't gonna lie. During the little Miku event, I was running the Miku avatar, but I think your boy's gonna go ahead and go back to his main squeeze. Where's she at? Where's she at? There you go. And then we're gonna go ahead and have to change that with the frame. No, not the frame. The profile design. Okay, there we go. Let's rock with. I'm feeling. We could go ahead and still rock with the anniversary joint for now. I might switch that up later. Also, speaking of Miku, this is where we left off with her. So 108 on the rating. This is what the Mindscape is looking like right now. I don't remember how much I built her up when y'all had last saw her, like when I pulled the character. But yeah, she's looking decent. Where's the magnifying glass? Always throws me off with her. Yeah, this is what the build is looking like. You know what I'm saying? Very, very, very powerful unit. Very silly what you're able to do with her. I have her A1. I don't think we did the A1 on camera. I think I got her A0R0 on camera, and then I did the A1 off camera. So that is the update with that. Actually, I don't even remember if we got the weapon on camera, but we do have the weapon now. So we have her A1R0. Very nice indeed. And yeah, man. Eventually, I think Turbo might end up being the next character that I want to try to push to A6R6. Whenever she gets added to standard, like I will be chasing her specifically. So that's what I want to do. Is there anything else that we need to talk about, or I should point out, or update y'all with? I think that's mostly everything, if I'm being honest. Where did Shorty go? There she is. So yeah, that's Beach Flower Minami. Yeah, I think I am gonna spend some stamina farming some cards just to see if I can improve the card set just a tiny little bit. But honestly, I mean, like we got what we really need. You know what I'm saying? It could be better, but it could be worse. Need some more everlasting incense to finish maxing out the skills and everything, but we should be Gucci. We should be Gucci. Next time you see her, she might be up to like a 105, 106, something like that. We'll see. But yeah, man, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap things up there. Y'all let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Hit this video with a like if you enjoy it, subscribe if you haven't already, so you can stay tuned for all this content I'm bringing you. With all that being said, it's pretty much off today. And remember, let the capital T swing the bad. Later.